Mining is a primary extractive industry where non-renewable materials are removed in their natural state. These minerals and fuels power industries, create jobs, and fuel economies. But how do we extract them? From gold and bauxite to oil and limestone, there's a lot to cover. So let's get started. Mining is part of the extractive industry, which basically means we're taking non-renewable materials straight from the earth. Some of these materials fuel our homes, some build our cities, and some even power the devices you're watching this on right now. Crown rights. If a government owns the land, they control what happens to it, including what gets mined. Mineral rights give someone the right to dig below the surface and extract resources. Probable reserves are deposits we think exist, while proved reserves are ones we know we can recover with today's technology. Mining methods. Open cast mining. This one's pretty simple. If minerals are close to the surface, we just remove the top layer, also called the overburden, and dig them up. But if minerals are buried deep, things get a bit trickier. We use shaft mining. Think of an elevator going straight down to reach minerals. Drift mining is more like a sideways tunnel into a mountain or hill. Roadways are underground passageways that connect mining areas. Seams are the layers of rock or minerals we're trying to extract. For oil and gas, we drill deep underground, sometimes even under the ocean floor. And for materials like gold, we use placer mining, where minerals are washed away by rivers. Processes concerning here include panning, the classic gold rush method of swirling dirt in a pan. Dredging, which is the use of huge machines to scoop up sediment. Pork knockers, who are people prospecting for gold. Of course, mining isn't just about getting the goods. It comes with some major challenges too. One big issue? Resources don't last forever. Once we dig up all the bauxite, limestone, or oil in an area, that's it. Another problem? In most places, a lot of mines are foreign-owned by more developed countries, meaning profits leave the country instead of boosting the local economy. And let's not forget market prices. They go up and down all the time, making the industry unstable as a whole. And then there's the environment. Mining can leave behind soil heaps, which are big piles of waste material, destroyed vegetation, and disrupted water drainage. Toxic waste, contaminating the land and water. Not all mining happens far away. Some take place right in our own region. Aragonite sand. This is used in steel, glass, cement, and even pharmaceuticals. It's mainly dredged from Ocean Cay, South Bimini, which made sense because it's super close to the US, aka its biggest buyer. Limestone. You'll find this on land, usually without salt, making it perfect for construction and cement. Recently, there's been mining near Freeport Harbor. Petroleum. Oil exploration has been happening for a while, mostly led by American companies looking for reserves. But one of the biggest mining industries in the Caribbean? Bauxite. Bauxite is a reddish-yellow rock that's the key ingredient in making aluminum, one of the most lightweight, strong, and corrosion-resistant metals out there. It's not just for soda cans. Aluminum is used in vehicles, window frames, boats, and cooking utensils, electrical transmission, and more. So how is bauxite processed? First, the land is cleared and the overburden is removed, sometimes even blasted loose. Next, large shovels and draglines scoop up the bauxite. Afterwards, it gets washed, crushed, and dried. Using the Bayer process, bauxite is mixed with caustic soda under pressure, turning it into alumina, a white powder. And finally, alumina is then shipped off for export, often by rail. Oil doesn't just appear. We have to drill for it, and the process is pretty complicated. It all starts millions of years ago when tiny organisms died and got buried under layers of mud and sediment. Over time, with heat and pressure, that organic material transformed into oil and gas. But finding and extracting oil is super expensive, especially in places like Trinidad and Tobago, since oil pools are small and scattered, making them hard to locate. Some deposits are offshore, meaning we need special rigs. Oil has to be pumped up and treated before it can even be used. With so much money in mining, governments try different ways to keep profits local. Nationalization, which is when the government takes ownership of mines. Buying shares in TNCs, so instead of kicking companies out, Governments take a share of the profits while letting them run the facilities. Mining is a huge industry. It powers our lives, builds our cities, and fuels economies. But it also comes with challenges, from environmental damage to economic dependence. The key is responsible mining, making sure we get the most out of our resources without destroying the planet. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out our other videos to learn more.